Hello, thank you all for coming. My name is Amir Kupervas. I'm the CEO of Else. Very excited to be here today with you. We've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Else is a design house, an Israeli design house for cutting-edge mobile devices, and a member of the Emblaze group. Emblaze Group is one of the largest technology companies in Israel. Over 5,000 employees, publicly traded in the London Stock Exchange, over $600 million in revenues. But we're not here to talk about Emblaze today. We're here to talk about us, about Else. In the past couple of years, we've been working in this mobile industry for many years, working with all the leading operators, manufacturers, distributors, content providers, learning to understand the end user, learning to understand the operator's need, learning to understand the end-to-end game. And we have leveraged all that past experience into what you're about to see here today. I'd like first to talk to you about what is going on in the market today. And most importantly, show you our device. Show you a working demo of our device for the first time. Mobile phones have evolved dramatically in the past couple of years. It's been really exciting to watch the industry grow. Devices like the iPhone, the Android family, BlackBerry took the market out of its stagnation. All of a sudden, users are expecting more. Operators are expecting more. Manufacturers are providing more. The truth is that phones are no longer just phones. They are lifestyle devices. Devices that enhance our lives in so many ways, trying to improve them. They're offering us communication. They're offering computing. They're offering content. All of that in one device. Still, despite all this great progress that we are seeing, we believe there's a long way to go. We believe a lot of new innovation could be improved and could be in this market. Let's take a quick look at where we are today and what users are still missing. So you're probably wondering, asking yourself, what could possibly be better in this market? Is there room for new innovation? Well, we believe so. We know so. The market can still evolve. The market can still improve. If we look at the latest devices in the market, it always surprises me to see that they are phones. First and foremost, phones. Everything else comes second, almost as an afterthought. Phones are so 20th century. The 21st century belongs to multi-purpose devices. Devices that will really enhance our lives and would be great phones also. Recent phones are jacks of all trades. They claim to do anything we can imagine. The question is, do they do it well enough? Are they really capable of replacing dedicated devices such as your music player, your digital camera, your GPS device? The question is whether a 12-megapixel mobile camera ever stopped you from taking your 5-megapixel camera, Canon, when needed a good picture. I think we can answer that one for ourselves. We're saying it's not about the megapixel. Megapixel is a marketing gimmick. It's about the right implementation, selecting the right components when building the camera, doing the right integration, and above all, bringing the right user experience. They say great technology is the kind that disappears when you use it. It vanishes to the background. It's so simple and elegant that you forget it's there. Unfortunately for all of us, things don't quite work this way. Complex menus and hierarchy systems require that We learn the device in order to navigate it. We need to adapt to the device instead of the device adopting to us. I mean, it's crazy. It should be the other way around. Devices are complex systems. They should learn us instead of we adapting to them. This is made even worse by the fact that devices keep getting smarter. They put more and more technology into those devices, which makes them even harder to use and harder to master. Researchers show that most users are intimidated by technology. They fear it. They want simple devices, devices they could use without knowing that there's a technology in the front line, in the front end. And this is exactly what we're doing. We're changing that approach. Let's take a quick look at this graph. On one hand, we see the features versus usability. With all the latest devices in the market, we place them there. I'm sure if we would have to ask any one of those manufacturers, all of them would claim to be at the maximum point of features versus usability. Fortunately, it doesn't work that way. The good news is that devices are rich with features today. A lot of features in those devices. On the other hand, devices have improved. The usability is simpler today than it was in the past. But we are saying it's not enough. We're saying the market can still evolve. New level of usability has not been reached. Maximum level usability. And this is exactly where we're coming in. Bringing a new level of usability to the market. So we identified the problems. What could be done? How can we reach that new level of usability? First thing we did is to create our vision, to create our way. What do we want to do? And we defined a vision to become the way that users will use their mobile handsets. Usability. So how do we do it? Let's take a look. Our primary observation would have to be that we're not a phone. We're shifting away from market phone-centric approach in which the phone is the center of the devices. Even if we look at the market leader, at least that is considered as a market leader, the iPhone. The name says it all. It's a phone. We're shifting away from that approach. We're moving away from phone-centric to application-centric. The application is the center of the device, not the phone. Phone will just happen to be another application that gets the right amount of attention. But when you're using a certain application, the entire device becomes that application. It brings you the right experience. Imagine your son, your beloved son, taking his first steps. I mean, it's a cherishable moment. You want to capture it forever and show him when he grows up. So you run to your briefcase, you grab your brand new iPhone, start shooting a video. All of a sudden, you get an incoming call. Since the phone is the center of the device, it will start ringing. You lost your Kodak moment there. It's gone forever. So we are shifting away from that approach. No more phone-centric, but application-centric. And we did it with each and every one of our applications. So we've created the phone-centric. Now we want to bring the right experience. We went out and searched who brings the best experience in every dedicated device. And we brought into our device music. You will get an iPod-like experience. Email, you will get a BlackBerry experience. Navigation, you will get a TomTom experience on our device. So when you're using each and every one of the applications, you're getting the best experience that is out there. Zero setup time is one of those terms people like to throw out in a mobile cocktail party. I have zero setup time. My device does not need any configuration. You don't need to download anything on my device. But it's very hard to implement. It's hard to implement because you need to build infrastructure around it. You need to build massive infrastructure in order for the device to be a real out-of-the-box. And we have done just that. We created the needed infrastructure, so when you take the device out of the box, we have a long list of services that are already pre-integrated on the device, same experience. You don't need to do anything, just enjoy the device. For example, Music Store. We built Music Store. The Music Store, once you take the device, first time in your hands, you activate it, it's there. You can use it, you can enjoy it. You don't need to register, you don't need to give your credit card to anyone. Just enjoy the service. Very simple, in the same user experience and graphical experience as the rest of the device. Mobile phones are packed with information today. All our lives are in our mobile handset. A lot of information. Well, we aim to bring humans and data closer. In order to achieve that, we created infrastructure. We built a shared database that all of our applications are sharing. So you can easily retrieve information. You can easily jump between applications and get the information that you need. Imagine you get an incoming call, and all the caller information is displayed. His last email, his last SMS, next meeting, last meeting, reminders, internet search, everything is on the display. So very easily you can interact with the caller. Ah, sure, I just read your last email. Ah, your birthday is tomorrow, congratulations. The device is working for you. It knows when you need the device, where you need it, and it will bring it to you. Easy to use. I'm sure you haven't heard that one before. But seriously, this device is all about the user experience. Building a different user experience. Give me a few minutes. I'll share that with you when we will see the device, when we will see the demo. You'll be able to see real user experience. We have built it. We have done it. Let's take a quick summary to the main points of our vision. The first point, phone-centric, no more. We're shifting away from phone-centric to application-centric. We're bringing the same experience as dedicated devices, out-of-the-box experience. Information where you need it, when you need it, we will bring it to you. So we've created this innovative way to bring a different user experience, something else. In order to make our dream a reality, we handpick each and every one of our partners. Each company is specialized in its own field. We built an elite team. One of the major contributors to the success of this project is Access, with whom we built our platform, the Else Intuition. Our platform is what enabled us to stand here today and present to you the first Else. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Else. So we created a platform. Now we needed the right hardware to deliver the user experience we want. So we built a high-end hardware platform. I will not bore you with all the technical spec details. I will tell you, however, we got the hardware that is needed to deliver. We have strong processing power to allow real-time user experience, graphical accelerators to support our advanced GUI, long-lasting battery life to assure maximum usage, HD quality display, the highest resolution in the mobile industry, and all available connectivities one can imagine. Before we start the demo, I'd like to give you a short introduction to our user experience, to our interaction on the device, because it's a bit different than most of the devices that seem so familiar. The first thing we did was created an interaction based on single-hand operated. You need your thumb, that's it. No more two hands activating a device. Just one hand and your thumb. That's it. Very simple. Everything else was built to support it. The device ergonomics, dimensions, weight. The user experience on the device always come to assist you. It will be in the center of the device. So you can navigate from on display or from sidebar that is on the right-hand side of the device. We have menu, you can press the menu, go quickly to a menu, navigate up, down, you'll be able to see it on the device in a second. Back button that will bring you to the previous page you were. And search, cross-platform search. So the device is built for single hand, one thumb. Before we dive into the demo, I would like to introduce to you Vlad Kardashov, who will assist me with the demo. Let's start with the basics. Let's start with the menu. Our menu is built into 4 groups. Each group has its own applications, and the 4th one is a personal shortcut the user can create his own. We built a single-hand operation. Everything is in the center. Let's go into contact to see how it looks. When selecting a contact, everything will always come to the center. We have a fisheye. The fisheye is the magnifying glass in the center. And the fisheye will also suggest the activities that are most frequently used under the same application. For example, in contacts, I can call, send a message, or do more functionalities without even opening the contact. I can navigate from on display, from sidebar, get to the contact I want. Let's open Ronnie's contact. I open a contact. The device is collecting, we have the shared database. The device is collecting all of Ronnie's information and displaying it. Now look how the fisheye changes according to the information that is there. For example, if I'm selecting an address, the device is suggesting, go there. Do you want to navigate? Very simple, I can navigate to Ronnie. On the bottom, I have all of Ronnie's information. I have his emails. I can easily flip between all of Ronnie's emails. I have his SMSs, meetings. Everything is assembled in one place. The device is working for me. It is bringing me the information where I need it and when I need it. So I can see all of Ronnie's contacts. So we have a single-hand operation. Everything with your thumb. The fisheye will work its way through the entire device. Everything is in the center. The fisheye will bring you the functionalities you need. The device is working for you. Every application we go into has the same familiar look and feel. In the center, fisheye. If I'm in my email, I can reply, call, or do more functionalities. I open the email. On the bottom, I have the fisheye. If I'm not touching the display, it vanishes. So I can read the email with no interruptions. Now I want to call Ronnie. All I have to do, I press the call. The device is placing call to Ronnie. Ronnie is sitting here at the back. Hello, Ronnie. So now it's doing roaming. The call is going back to Israel and to here. It'll take us a few more seconds. Let's try it again. So by pressing on the fisheye, making a call, I can easily make a call without going back to Ronnie or any other applications. No reception? Okay, let's try it later. So when we're making a call, basically the flow is that the device will show you all of the caller's information. It will assemble all of Ronnie's personal information and will display it for you. So when I'm interacting with Ronnie, very easily I can have all of his emails. I can flip between them. I can see my next meeting with him. I can add another meeting. Everything is in one place on a very easy scenario. Now you can see from the sidebar there that all calls could be recorded on the device. Just by swiping that bar, I can record the calls. They will be saved on my device. So if I'm interacting with my banker, I can save the call on the device. And if I'm interacting with my boss, I can save the call on the device. I can decide what calls I want to save on the device and what not. Okay, now it's working. So we answered the call, finally. And we can see that now we will see all of Ronnie's information. The device is working for us. It's gathering all of Ronnie's information. We see the sidebar on the upper side where we can record the call. Now I want to reply to Ronnie's email. I can minimize the call. The call is still running. We mentioned it's a multitasking device. So the call is still running. It's in the background. On the upper side, I can put it aside. I can reply to Ronnie. Now, we built a unified message editor. No longer you need to work for the device. The device works for you. The device knows that if you're typing in a mobile number, it's an SMS. If you're putting an email address, it's an email. Very simple. The device will not ask you, what do you want to send? Do you want to send an SMS, an MMS? Everything is simple in the same box. One of our biggest challenges was making this small QWERTY you see here usable. So we added smart algorithms, and we have word prediction that knows to predict if you're pressing certain areas, you mean specific words. And it works very accurately. In addition to that, we have this magnifying glass if you wish to select a letter by letter. The next scenario, I want to describe two scenarios, and we'll see them in action in a second. The next scenario, I'm sure all of you are familiar with. You're going into you want to type an email. You want to go to your album. You want to navigate. And all of a sudden, you get an incoming call. The phone starts ringing and interrupt. We'll see in a second how it works on our device. The second scenario, you're in a meeting. You cannot pick the call. You're in the movies. You cannot pick the call. But your wife is calling. It's a very urgent call. She's calling 3 times in a row. You want to know if it's urgent. So we found a solution for that. It's called silent communication. It's communicating without talking. Let's see how it works. So the first demo is, you can see the call is on the upper side. I'm in a different application now. the call is on the upper side. As a user, I can select if to answer, keep using the application. I decided to answer the call. I'm in a meeting now. I select the silent mode. The silent mode gives me a couple of options. I can check urgency, and the caller, my wife, on the other side will hear, if it's urgent, press star, if not, press hash. Of course, with my wife, it's always urgent, something urgent is always happening, so the call will come back to me. But I'm in a meeting, I'll tell her, okay, we'll call you back in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, later. So I'm picking up lost calls here. I'm interacting where I cannot interact. Let's do a quick summary to our communication part. Live PIM. Our PIM is live. It's connected. All applications are shared. You can easily retrieve information between applications. You can easily jump between one application to the other, moving cross-device like this. Multitasking. We saw the device is a multitasking device. You can do few things simultaneously. Unified messaging editor. The device works for you. You don't have to understand the device. The device understands you. Advanced QWERTY that really works. Audio call logs. You go to your call log. Since all calls could be recorded, you have a live call log. You can listen to your incoming calls, outgoing calls, voicemails. Everything is on the device. If you set a meeting with your friend 2 weeks ago, but you don't remember where, all you have to do is go back to the call, listen to it again. No interruption. Doesn't matter in what application you're using. As a user, you decide. You control your device. You control if you want this device now to be a camera, to be a music player. Silent communication. Talking when you cannot talk. Noise cancellation. We didn't see that one on the device, but we have smart algorithms for noise cancellation. If you're in a pub with your friends and my wife is calling again, I want to interact with her. So we added smart algorithms that knows to reduce the background level to the extent you'll be able to interact. You'll be able to hear the caller. He'll be able to hear you. Simple conference call generator that really works. We did a really simple flow. You can add up to 5 people on a very simple flow. Let's look at the media part that we have created. Our album is geotagged. We have a GPS, we have a camera, we're combining them. Each picture you will take will be saved according to the location. The pictures are always in the center. The selected picture will always come to the center. The fisheye will offer you one-click upload, one-click to share. Very simple. Zoom in, zoom out. Single hand operated as well. You don't need 2 hands for that. You can easily do it just with your thumb. If we're shift shaping the device, everything changes accordingly. The controllers, the album, the device is adapting to you again. So I can easily see my pictures. I have a small preview of them. I can select the picture I want. Remember we said we've got HD quality display? Real entertainment experience. Let's take a look on a movie thriller running on our device.
Spartans! Tonight we dine in hell! Sparta will burn to the ground!
This is blasphemy! This is madness! Madness.
This is Sparta!
Let's look at our music player before we go to the summary. Music player, we created a real experience here. You got all your features. Everything you need from a music player, you have it here. You can easily go to your music list, add songs. You can see the experience, it's well familiar. And of course, it's a multitasking device. You can minimize it. Still use your device, your controllers are working. You can go to the next song. You can keep using the device, write an email. Multitasking device. So let's do a quick summary on our media part. Geotagging album. All your pictures will be saved according to their location. Easy to upload. One click, you upload your pictures. HD quality video playing. Real experience. Great music experience. We are building a music store that, as I mentioned before, the device will come with out-of-the-box music experience. Over 4 million tracks. The difference is the experience is the same experience as cross-device. Integrated on the device. Very simple to use. Very intuitive. Live paper. We are building a live paper on the device. RSS feed. Real RSS. You set up for the first time, part of the setup device, you set up your interest. I'm interested in the New York Knicks. I'm interested in Australian rugby. And I'm interested in London Stock Exchange. From that point on, I will receive live information about my point of interest. And I can define anything I can imagine. I can define French restaurants. I can define all point of interest. I will get live updates. 5-megapixel camera. Again, not about the megapixel. It's building the right camera, selecting the right components, and bringing the right experience. So we built a device that comes to answer a lot of the problems that are in the market in terms of the user experience and the users. We came with a very unique user experience, very futuristic GUI. But what you saw up until now is just the beginning. The true revolution starts with our display interaction. Display is done from your idol, your main home display. We have 3 categories here: phone, diary, and media. On the phone, we have all phone-related items. All the phone applications are here. On the diary, we have all of my diary applications. So this display fan will open up and will give me all the applications. In one click, I press, I move around. If I lift my finger, it's selection. Let's see how it works. I'm going into my phone. I want to call someone. I want to open the dialer. All I have to do is lift my finger. The device opens the dialer. Same experience if I go to diary. I want to see my calendar. I go to calendar. It's there. One click, 1 second it takes you to open all of your applications. Guess what's on the media? You guessed it right. All your media files are there. GPS, we have onboard GPS. Maps are on the device, fully rendered to have the same look and feel as the rest of the device. But why stop here? Why stop at this point? Why give you access only to your applications? We can give you more than that. Why not access all of your device content? Same method, same interaction. Very simple. I press, I go to my call log, I do a small gesture to the left, and another hierarchy opens up. A third hierarchy. In this hierarchy, I have all of the application content. If I go to phone, The device will show me all the people I most frequently call. If I'm calling my mom more than I'm calling my wife, my mom will appear first, my wife will appear second. Another example of the device adapting to me. It is learning me. It is presenting what I need to see. I want to see my calendar. What is my next meeting? I just go to calendar, another small gesture to the left, and it's here. My meetings are here today. Message inbox, all my messages are here. If I want to read a specific message, I lift my finger, it will open up. Media, I can go to all the media detailed information files. Browser, I can see my last pages I visited. Go to Yahoo, I want to visit Yahoo again. Go to Yahoo, lift my finger, it will open Yahoo. Album, all my albums are here. So display is a revolutionary way to get to your application, but more than that, to get to all of your device content. Very fast, very simple. The device will bring you the information you need. So display is a true revolution in terms of user experience. This is the death of main menu. You don't need main menu anymore. From this point, you can reach all of your device on a very simple and very intuitive way. We created another way for shortcuts. Gestures. User can configure and can define his own gestures. Very simply, I'm writing the letter B, it will open my reminders. By the way, reminders is another great example for the shared database and how the device is working for me. I can ask the device for a certain reminder. The device is asking back, okay, when do you want me to remind it to you? Tomorrow at 10 a.m.? Do you want me to remind it to you when you're driving near the supermarket, don't forget to get your milk and bread? Or when your boss will call you, don't forget to ask him for a raise. So everything, the device is working for you. The device will put the information you need in front of you. The last thing I want to discuss with you as part of our demo is the device search. We created a beyond device search. Many devices in the market can do search on device search, but we're doing more than that. For example, if I'll type Madonna. Madonna is a good friend of mine, so her contact will appear with her SMSs, emails, reminders. Everything is there. But in addition to that, the device will do a cross-platform search and will bring me, Madonna, I've got 10 albums. I've got 150 songs. In each song, I can easily preview, listen to it for a couple of seconds, and buy, very simply. The device will also look for addresses. If there are Madonna Avenue in Hollywood, I will also get that address. Do you want to navigate there? So everything is shared. Everything is integrated. I'd like to thank Vladlen at this stage. Thank you. No problem. So that was our way to bring the different experience. We mentioned that there are problems in the market, and the first Else solves them. It offers a very unique user experience, a kind of user experience that will make the user addicted to it. I'd like to thank you at this stage for the presentation. I hope you enjoy it. Before you leave, if you have any questions after the movie you will see in a second, we'll be happy to answer one-on-one questions. My team is here. It's easy to recognize us. All of us are wearing the same thing. I'd like to show you now a movie preview of our marketing concept and marketing campaign. This is also part of our web. We came up with we built two websites. One of them is already live. The product website is live as of today. So if you need more information, feel free to ask.
The time has come. The electronic world evolves. Humans and data become closer. They will become one. Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. Instead, our lives grow more complicated. It was supposed to liberate us. Instead, it has enslaved us. It's time we demand a change. It's time for a revolution. It's not too late. It's time for something else. Join us.
Thank you.